You're really giving off some Grand Off the Grave vibes, Dad.
That wasn't in the brochure, Scotty.
Bit fresh?
That's freezing.
That is freezing. Well, g'day guys. So we're out here with my dad this weekend. It's probably the first camping trip me and him have been on in about 15 years, I reckon. So it's nice to get him out here for a trip this weekend. We've just come to this really beautiful river. We just hiked in a couple of kilometres and we're just about to set up camp. And yeah, it should be a nice little weekend. You excited for it?
I am, son. If you look after me and do the right thing, I'll be happy.
Yeah, it won't get you lost. Dad has a habit of getting lost in the bush. I can count a fair few times growing up that he's got us a little bit
Right, a couple of
geographically embarrassed, as they say. But anyway,
responsibility is yours.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to get camp set up now, and yeah, just enjoy the afternoon. We're just right beside the river, just down here, and such a beautiful place. It's honestly one of my favourite places to come for a camp. It's got a really nice feel to it. So yeah, should be a nice little weekend. Right, well, we've got the beers cooling down, a nice little beer dam over there, and I think I should keep it pretty cold because that water is absolutely freezing. We had to cross that river like 4 or 5 times today to get to this spot, and I swear every time we crossed it, it just kept getting colder and colder. But we have just lost the sun and already it is freezing. It's like 2:30, so still about 2.5 hours till it gets dark, and already it is yeah, getting pretty chilly. But it's probably about time we go back and yeah, get camp set up. I think Dad's trying to get his tent set up and he looks like he's struggling, so well, I'm going to give him a hand. How you going? Been trying to do this for about 10 minutes.
I think you need to be an aerospace engineer to work this out, Scott.
It's a pretty simple tent, but...
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a simple tent, trust me.
And those two should go into that end.
But this is 4 foot long and these poles are 8 foot long.
Because they bend.
Yeah, and what happens if I break it?
And you buy me a new tent.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to film me trying to put a tent up, are you, Scott?
You've got this.
All right, well,
I don't know what
just take it out.
I don't know what you've done here, mate.
There's four corners. I got the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh gosh, yeah. Now get those two.
I got those things right.
Yeah. Now put them in those ones.
I didn't want to.
At least you got the red to the red correct. You started off alright. Would you look at that?
There you go.
It's starting to look a bit like a tent now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Better put your clips
Yeah,
on.
yeah. One thing at a time.
Yeah.
This is from the same person that I used to have to put your tent up for all the time because you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, when I was like 5 years old. That's fair enough. Not when you're 65 years old.
That's right.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
Easy as.
It's about time for my nana nap too.
It is actually.
You'll wake me up at 4 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right on time for Dad's nap time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dad's just sleeping in the one-man tent for tonight, but I've got my Corinthia XP bivvy, which I was sleeping in. I probably won't worry about putting up a tarp. I don't think we're meant to get any rain tonight. There were a few little threatening clouds before, but they seem to have bugged off, which is good. But yeah, we'll probably just sleep in that tonight. Then I've just got my Nemo Tensor insulator mat. Although I've been having a few little issues with this recently. It keeps deflating on me throughout the night. I've tried to find the little hole, but I cannot find it to save my life, eh? So I just keep having to wake up throughout the night and bind it back up. But that should yeah, still do me for tonight. And then I've just got my Alton, this is the -5 quilt, which I'm very impressed with. It's super warm, this one. And then just a little cedar summit pillow.
Would you like a cappuccino, Scotty?
Maybe hot chocolate? Mate, you're really pulling off those homeless vibes right there, aren't you? That beanie is too good. Is it even sitting on your head? Too good. As you can see, Dad's a big fan of Papua New Guinea. He's been there. How many times have you been to Papua New Guinea?
8 times.
8 times. You should see the... He's almost a local there. You should even see the tattoo that he's got in his shoulder. He's got a little home job tattoo from a local guy of the, what is it, the bird on the crest of the flag? Bird of Paradise. Yeah, it's very cool. Well, some of you guys will be glad to know I finally got myself a little collapsible chair. Although it's not technically a hiking chair, it's more for car camping, but I showed Dad this morning and he couldn't resist. It's actually nice to finally have a chair for once to be able to sit on.
That's very civilised, man.
Very civilised. Now that is pretty fancy. And that is actually really comfortable, eh? That is actually a really comfy chair. A few gin and tonics in this. Sounds pretty damn good. Alright, so how's this? So I actually camped in this exact spot about like a year and a half ago or something. But as you can tell, it looks like no one has ever camped here before because I cleaned up the fire pit before I left and made sure there's no trace that I was here, and it just honestly looks like this spot has never been camped in before, so that's why it's always good to practice leaving no trace. Man, this place is dead set like something out of a fairy tale. It is so picturesque. Like these casuarinas, or the river she oaks, are hands down some of the best specimens I've ever seen, eh? Like that tree is just magnificent. Oh, it's so pretty. Love watching all the seeing all the casuarinas, like the roots from the casuarinas sort of create these little islands amongst the river. This beautiful gently flowing stream. It is such a picturesque spot. And it's so nice to get Dad out here for the weekend. Like I said, me and him haven't been camping together for like, gosh, well over 15 years, eh? We used to go camping a lot when we were kids, and he's the one who got me into camping, into bushwalking, but yeah, we just haven't done it together for a long time, and it's really nice to get him out here and show him one of my favourite spots. I think he's really enjoyed it. It's just honestly such a beautiful place to come for an overnight camp. Not bad. Just thinking about this time when me and my mates did a road trip through the Pacific Northwest in America, and we just pulled over the van one afternoon and set up camp beside a river, and just spent about 3 hours or so just skimming rocks and just drinking a few beers on the side of the river. And honestly, it was like one of the best afternoons. I'd think back on it so fondly. Just those times when you just got absolutely nothing on whatsoever, that you're happy to sit by a river and throw stones. Like, man, brings back to those childhood kind of memories, eh? You just cannot beat them. Oh man, how good is this? Firewood's already collected. Not bad, Dad. It's not very often I come back to camp and firewood's already collected, so you're welcome anytime. You even got your little piles, mate. Yeah. You also been watching the video, have you?
I don't know if it's up to your standard, but
that's pretty good.
I think it's hot enough, anything will burn if it gets hot enough.
That's very true. Alright, so I think it's about time to get the fire going. Just quickly, I've had a few people ask me about ferro rods recently. This is one that I've been using for the last couple of months. I think it's called the Dragon Breath from Survival Supplies Australia. And it puts out a really good spark. So it's definitely worth checking them out if you're in the market for one. It's a really good store. I've been buying stuff from Survival Supplies Australia since I started pretty much. I think I bought most of my gear from these guys, and they're really good store based in WA, so definitely worth checking them out. Leave a link in the description below if you guys want to have a gaze. You got your Ugg boots on, do you?
Well, it said in the brochure you can bring one luxury item.
One luxury item. I thought the chair was a luxury item.
Yeah, that's a necessity. I found them in a dumpster.
A dumpster?
A skip bin. They come in very handy.
Mate, that doesn't surprise me with the homeless look you got going on.
That's comfortable.
Oh, you are pathetic.
Thanks for bringing me, Scotty.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Cheers.
Cheers. Just got some halloumi cheese cooking up. Yep. just cooking up some brekkie. So just got some bacon, some mushrooms, some avocado. We'll just put that on a roll. Should be quite nice. Well, that fog's starting to burn off now. It's such a nice morning to wake up to. The whole place is just blanketed in fog. It's really nice watching it through all the gum trees and around the stream. It's a very pretty place to wake up to. Well, how'd you go last night, Dad? A bit chilly?
A bit. It was very comfortable, but I should have put a ground sheet or something underneath my mattress.
I was not exactly the best son. I gave him the summer sleeping mat, so it's not insulated. Yeah. I had the insulated one, so I probably should have gave you the other one. But yeah, you were saying that all your heat was being sucked away from your back throughout the night.
Yeah, I was comfortable, but I was freezing.
Freezing.
so one out of two is not bad.
It's not bad, yeah. But you warm up top. The quilt was good.
I was warm up. The quilt was great.
Good.
It's just I need the ground sheet underneath it.
And you slept with about 14 layers on last night.
I did.
But look.
I had a bit of cardboard I could have put underneath the mattress.
Yeah. Really playing to that home whistle you got going.
That's right.
So, yeah. Should put on that one. Smeared it over.
Oh, of course.
That would have made more sense.
I forgot I brought my wife with me. That's right. You do one thing, no, do it the other way. Thank you, Tracy.
No worries. Just trying to help you out.
Looks lovely.
Alright, well we've just packed up camp and we just tied up the fire pit and thrown away all the ashes and all the remaining wood, so that way it looks like no one's ever here, and it's always good to practice leave no trace. Yeah, such a beautiful day. All the light through the Casarinas and down on the water. It's a really beautiful spot. What have you thought, Dad?
It's been fantastic, Scotty.
Nice to get you finally out of here.
Thank you for bringing me, mate.
Nah, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been really nice. We'll definitely do it again, but
absolutely.
Start making our way out of here. So it turns out Dad's not a very big fan of hills. How you going there, Gandalf?
No more hills, Scott.
No more hills. It's the last one, I promise. Alright, well, I think we're all done for today. How'd you find that?
I loved it, Scotty.
You loved it?
Bit strenuous.
Bit strenuous. We had to go over one little hill that's probably about 40 metres in elevation and almost killed Dad.
It was a decent hill and there's a lot of river crossing.
There is a lot of river crossings.
It was beautiful. Thank you, son.
It was good. It was a really good trip. We've been meaning to do one of these trips for quite a long time, so it was nice to finally get you out here.
It was. Love being here. Thanks very much.
And I'm sure trying to do another one in the future.
Absolutely.
Sure. Alright guys, well, if you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hooroo.